FENIAN is the newest album from Kneecap, a hip-hop group from Belfast, who you may have heard of if you watch the news, but if you don't, I'll fill you in. One of the rappers, Mohara, was charged with terrorism around this time last year for allegedly displaying a Hezbollah flag at one of their concerts. Since then, the charges have been thrown out and the band has denounced Hezbollah, but they remain a controversial group as their music is highly political. They advocate for the reunification of Ireland without British rule, as well as an end to the Israeli occupation of Palestine. Politics are at the center of Kneecap's music, which I find refreshing. They're one of the few contemporary acts who are truly ruffling feathers with their messaging, and they write with a scathing directness that gives their music real teeth. Carnival most directly addresses the terrorism charges, connecting their situation to a long history of political persecution against the Irish, and claiming that the charges are only an attempt at a distraction with their heat-seeking lyrics. The instrumental is excellent as well. I love how intimidating the bass sounds, and the court audio adds like a really cool conceptual component to the track, even if it doesn't have one of my favorite choruses on the record. And this may be a record full of substance, but that doesn't stop it from being just plain fun as well. The title track is probably my favorite. The flow is so good, it makes you want to do that like frat guy hand flick thing while jumping up and down. I just love how they manage to channel their scathing political commentary into a club banger. It totally works. Similar story on Big Bad Mo. The bass is nimble but bouncy, and the spacey moments do a great job at splitting the track up to keep it engaging. Mohara and Mowgli Bap have pretty different voices, but they complement each other really well. They make for a great pair, especially on the higher energy songs like the ones I just mentioned, and Smugglers and Scholars, as well as Headcase. None of my issues with this album are large-scale problems that afflict the whole record, just a couple of weak tracks in my opinion. Cocaine Hill has some creative production, but I'm not really sure it suits their style, and Occupied 6 is fine but unremarkable, and just kind of fades into the track list for me. The song Irish Goodbye, however, is a solid closer that slows things down a bit and bolsters an incredibly powerful and personal verse from K Tempest that really moved me. The song finishes the album in a pretty harrowing way that I wasn't expecting but really enjoyed. Kneecap are the kind of band we need right now. They have real impact because they speak about things that need to be spoken about that most other artists don't want to touch, while also being incredibly talented musicians who have updated the 90s club rap sound for the modern day. So, 8 out of 10.